All right, here he is, the former UFC lightweight champion, a man for whom one name is good enough, Showtime.
And you watch him, you know that when he goes, it's going to be a show. So when he turns his back to the camera and points at the Showtime, it always gets people excited because in a few moments, you're going to watch something very, very fun. From that Showtime kick to the submission of Benson Henderson in Milwaukee to the knockout of Wonderboy Thompson, even in defeat when he fought Tony Ferguson, the stock of Anthony Pettis continues to rise even though he's been here for a while.
As versatile a finisher as we have in the game at present, moves up to welterweight, promptly knocks out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson as a sizable underdog that night. Far be it from me to doubt anything that Anthony Pettis can accomplish in a mixed martial arts setting, and he is back for more here tonight. All right, so here he is, DC, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, and a lot of people thought maybe he wouldn't come back to the proving ground. He's got a lot to prove when it comes to his MMA legacy, and as such, McGregor returns to the octagon here tonight.
When you talk about Conor McGregor, you're talking about a star that transcends mixed martial arts. We've seen a lot of people come and go, but no one has ever reached the level of Conor McGregor. And you think he's just a talker. No, there is a ton of substance to everything that he does. From the moment he stepped into the octagon, he said what he was going to do, and he eventually did it. From knocking guys out left and right to becoming a two-division champion, knocked out Jose Aldo, knocked out Eddie Alvarez. There's just too much to say about the Notorious.
And I'm glad you put it that way because he is this larger-than-life character, and I think at times people lose sight of just how skilled a martial artist this is. Elite striker, tremendous distance management. Few move better on the feet than Conor McGregor, and he'll look to put those striking skills to good use yet again tonight as Conor McGregor returns here. Conor McGregor ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Anthony Showtime Pettis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, and the former UFC lightweight champion, the Notorious Conor McGregor!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go, round one. Yes, it shall be done here and now. Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Conor McGregor. McGregor, the betting favorite tonight. He seems very confident that he's the better man.
He does seem confident because everything that Anthony Pettis has done in his career, Conor feels as though he's eclipsed that by knocking out Jose Aldo, by becoming a two-division champion, by taking that star power and taking it to the next level. He feels this is a fight that he has to win.
Tries to work it into a takedown. Man, back and forth we go, and early on, these guys getting after it.
They told us it would be fun, and so far, they've delivered.
Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Pettis. Going to the knee strike now.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights. Switch, he lands to the body.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, nice series of knees by him there. He throws those pretty quickly, champ.
They're fast, they're quick. He's driving him into the body, into the head. He's really good.
Gets the single leg takedown.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Under 2 minutes to go here in round one. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, McGregor's back in half guard.
There it is. Now he's running them out. He's got to start throwing now.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Well, Pettis is in half guard. All right, side control now. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Round two next.
Stop!
Take a seat. Deep breath. Relax. Drink the water. And listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better. All right, there's the end of the round, and you've got to be in a serious flow to not just execute that Superman punch, but to even attempt it.
To even try it, you got to be really in your rhythm. Everything has to be going perfectly, as we saw in the lead-up to that attack.
All right, that horn marks the end of the round. There was a lot to like really on both sides, but particularly that Superman punch, an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful attack. Her ability to let loose in the octagon is truly a sight to behold. Not many people are willing to try something so risky.
Man, that Conor McGregor left hand is just an absolute piston, and it lands again.
It's like an atom bomb. Like, he hits people, and they fall down. And he understands the power that he possesses. So he's willing to throw it over and over again. I just keep thinking back to him and Eddie Alvarez, how every time he hit him, he just knocked him out of his shoes. Conor McGregor's left hand is as good of a single strike as there is in the UFC.
Yeah, he needs to register that. There's a kick. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Conor. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Nice strike from the bottom fighter there.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by McGregor. All right, into full guard here.
Look for a pass immediately in the half guard. Keep advancing the position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Pettis. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Right.
just out of range with the big right hand. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Swing and a miss with that punch by McGregor. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. 20 seconds to go, round two. Quick jab. Takedown defense holds up. Tags him with that uppercut. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have... Oh, he's got it. Oh, what an offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Massive left hand.
Oh, nice level change. Now he's back up.
And now some separation. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, Pettis' eye is closing up. Nice. Nicely done. All right, gets inside, gets the single. Oh, maybe the best strike he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut range. Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
That guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You gotta get your hips into your opponent if you want him to tap.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
Pettis getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. All right, close guard now. You gotta be careful though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Lands with the ground and pound. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
McGregor's in half guard. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Well, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh.
Final seconds of the round. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. So there is the horn. Standing ovation from this capacity crowd. Near knockouts by both fighters. Probably the best round we've seen thus far this year.
Oh, man, this is the best round of fighting that I have seen for a very long time. Why did the bell have to stop? Let's just go 10 minutes straight.
Pride rules. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs, That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as
what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike in the night.
Oh, and the ankle pick to get him down. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position. Nice shots landing from the top position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice jab to the head by Conor. Guess the single collar guy now. Well, pettis is swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Wow, what a kick. Huge kick lands.
He gets to the single collar time. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Oh, that jab alerted his opponent. Well, if this fighter gets back to the stool, he's going to get an earful from his coaches. Confidence seems to be abandoning him.
Yeah, you kind of see him looking to survive as opposed to winning the fight.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Immediately gets the underhook. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes.
Oh, he's not bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Oh, saved by the bell. The round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the fifth and final round. Oh, nice jab up top by Mcgregor. Oh!
Nice leg kick.
Low kick. Oh, huge connection there.
He landed it. Position. What a huge blow. And a big moment in this fight.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Pettis' body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
He got him hurt bad here. to his mouth.
Pettis getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut. And now, all the blood that's coming from the cut. Oh, my goodness, I think he might have it.
Oh, he's out! Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold. Oh, huge elbow! And how much more can he take? 1 minute to go in the fight. Continuing to stay busy here.
Oh, my goodness!
What a fight! Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Here once more, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!
So what a moment for the biggest superstar this sport has ever seen. Conor McGregor.